Okay. So can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for the last class, we have discussed about a property called stagnation. Stagnation property. So I explained that stagnation properties are those properties which we are taking where velocity is going to or decelerate into zero. At a condition where velocity equal to zero, that property is called stagnation property. Pressure at the position where velocity equals zero equals stagnation pressure. Temperature at a position where velocity equal to zero is known as stagnation temperature. Like that, every properties when velocity is tending to zero or velocity equal to zero, velocity we are denoting it as c. So for general condition we have studied, we are denoting a symbol called v for velocity, right? So in this whole session, whole CFF subject, we are dealing a notation called c for velocity. C. So C1 means initial velocity, C2 means outward velocity. So here when C equal to 0, that state is known as stagnation state. And the properties at that position is known as stagnation properties. So yesterday we have discussed about stagnation enthalpy. So I explained that definitions of all stagnation properties can be similarized because only the term is changing. The main definition for all stagnation properties are it is a property or it is that property is a property when velocity of the fluid is decelerate into or the particular process is decelerate into zero velocity. If it is stagnation enthalpy, we can say that stagnation enthalpy is an enthalpy at a position where a process is decelerating to zero velocity. So yesterday we had derived a equation for stagnation enthalpy that we have already studied about adiabatic energy equation H1 plus C1 square by 2 equal to H2 plus C2 square by 2, right? So we are taking this equation here and we are denoting the suitable substitution for our enthalpy process because we had taken we had drawn a figure here showing that a process is coming entering into a chamber. A process or fluid is entering into a chamber. After entering the chamber, it is under rest. So at a rest means velocity equal to zero. Velocity equal to zero means it is a stagnation state. Okay. So here properties are h is equal to h naught, c equal to zero, velocity equal to zero, p equal to p naught, t equal to t naught, etc. So initial condition are c, p, t, h. So from this equation, from this adiabatic equation, it is an entry condition equal to exit condition. That entry condition h1 equal to h here. Entry condition h1 and h ആണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. h2 equal to h naught ആണ്. Final condition is h naught. c1 equal to c1 equal to c, and c2 equal to 0 here. So substitute in the values here, we'll get the equation for stagnation enthalpy process because h1 equal to h plus c square by 2 equal to h naught plus 0. c2 is 0, h naught equal to h. So like through that method, we will get an equation for stagnation enthalpy that h naught equal to h plus c square by 2. It's a very simple derivation. You only want to know the idea about stagnation property. എന്താണ് stagnation എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം, അത്രേ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. So then we are moving into stagnation temperature. എല്ലാം നോട്ട് ചെയ്യണം കേട്ടോ, ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ടോപ്പിക്സ്. Stagnation temperature. So like all other stagnation properties, we also can define the stagnation temperature as it is a temperature when a process temperature of a gas when it is adiabatically decelerated to zero velocity at zero elevation. That is the main point. At a zero velocity, decelerating to zero velocity at zero elevation. Okay. Stagnation temperature. It is denoted by T naught, right? T naught is symbol for stagnation temperature. Then how we can derive an equation? What is the condition for deriving equation for T naught? We have already wrote an equation for H naught, right? So we are starting from that particular equation, h naught. We know that h naught equal to h plus c square by 2, right? H naught equal to h plus c square by 2 is our stagnation enthalpy equation. So we have studied in thermodynamics that U equal to Cv into T and H equal to Cp into T. That is, internal energy U equal to Cv into T. CVT means specific heat constant volume into temperature, and enthalpy H equal to specific heat constant pressure into temperature. U equal to Cv into T, H equal to Cpt is a relation that we have studied in our engineering thermodynamics. So H equal to Cpt, we know that H equal to Cpt, and we are substituting that value here. H in substitute. So first one is H naught, right? H naught, what is the change here? Cp T naught. H naught is Cp T naught. Substituting H equal to Cp to T, here it is H naught. H1 ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് കൊടുക്കും? If it is H1, we will give Cp T1. If it is H2, we will give Cp T2. Like that, it is H naught, therefore we are giving Cp T naught. So Cp T naught equal to H in the Cpt plus T square by 2. Cp T naught equal to Cpt plus C square by 2. Then divide the whole equation by Cp. Divide the whole equation by Cp. We will get T naught equal to T plus T square by 2 Cp. Right? Here Cp will be under the denominator. So dividing to Cp, ഇവിടെ കട്ടായി പോകും, ഇവിടെ Cp വരും. Then T naught equal to T plus C square by 2 Cp. It is the equation. First equation, T naught equal to T plus C square by 2 Cp. So that is not a finite equation that you want to study. This is not a finite equation. Then this C square by 2 Cp. C square by 2 Cp. That C square by 2 Cp is a particular temperature. C square 2 Cp is a particular term. It's a constant term. It is known as T square by 2 Cp is known as velocity temperature. Velocity temperature, and is denoted by Tc. C square by 2 Cp is velocity temperature and is denoted by the value Tc. C square by 2 Cp. ഇതൊക്കെ ഒരു ബോക്സിലാക്കി വെക്കണം കേട്ടോ. C square by 2 Cp equal to Tc. Very important equation. Tc is equal to C square by 2 Cp. Velocity temperature. Substitute നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? T naught equal to T plus Tc. T naught equal to T plus Cp. Tc. ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല, അവിടെ വെക്കുക. Then we are taking this same equation itself. C square by 2 Cp. What is Cp? Cp equal to Cp and Cv. Cp equal to specific heat at constant pressure, and we can substitute an equation for Cp. That is gamma by gamma minus 1 into R. Gamma by gamma minus 1 into R. Gamma by gamma minus 1 into R is Cp. Gamma by gamma minus 1 into R equal to Cp. Substitute that value in that equation. Gamma by gamma minus 1 into Cp into R. Sorry, gamma by gamma minus 1 into R equal to Cp. Substitute that Cp value in that equation, T naught equation. So we will get T naught equal to T plus T naught equal to T plus T plus T square by 2 into gamma by gamma minus into R into T. Right? T naught equal to T plus C square by gamma minus 1 into R into T. Minus 2 Cp itself, 2 Cp, not T here. There is no T here. Thereafter, we are dividing the whole equation by T. Divide the whole equation by T. Whole equation by T, we will get T T naught by T equal to 1 plus T square by 2 into gamma by gamma minus 1 T. ഒരു ടീയും കൂടി അടിയിൽ വരും. When we are dividing the whole equation by T, we will get T naught by T equal to 1 plus C square by 2 into gamma by 2 by gamma minus 1 into R T. So what is gamma into R into T here? Gamma RT. Can anyone say? What is gamma into R into T? That we have studied in the last session. Anyone? Please give me a feedback. If you don't know, you can say I don't know. A. Very good, very good. A. We have studied that A equal to root gamma RT, right? We have studied A equal to root gamma RT. But here it is gamma RT. A തന്നെയാണ്, but here it is gamma RT. We have studied A equal to root gamma RT, right? It is A equal to root gamma RT. We have studied in the last session. But here it is gamma RT. So we can take gamma RT as A square. A square equal to gamma RT. So we can substitute gamma RT for the condition gamma RT as A. Therefore, equation becomes T naught by T equal to 1 plus C square by 2 by gamma minus 1 into A square. 2 by gamma minus 1 into A square. 2 by gamma minus 1 into A. And again, we have studied M equal to C by A. Mach number M equal to C by A. Mach number M equal to C by A. Velocity by velocity of sound. Therefore, M square equal to C square by A square. M equal to C by A. Therefore, M square equal to C square by A square. So here there is a C square by A square. We can denote a symbol M square. M square. Therefore, T naught by T equal to 1 plus M square by 2 by gamma minus 1. When gamma minus 1 goes up, the equation becomes T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into M square. 1 T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into M square. This is a very, very, very important equation that you want to study, and you are applying this equation in our first four modules. T naught by T equal to, if there is a 5 or 6 equation that you want to memorize for doing problems for the whole module. The first one is Mach number equal to M equal to C by A, then A equal to root gamma RT, then etc. etc. There are we are moving to that topics. There are 5 or 6 equations in every problem. Then adilonnanu T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into M square. So gamma equal to ratio of EP by CV, or gamma value will be given, will give me a problem. Usually we are taking it as 1.4. Majority of problem, 80 to 90% of problem will be of air. We are taking gamma value of air equal to 1.4 and R value equal to 287. M is Mach number. Therefore, T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into M square. That is the equation for stagnation temperature. So stagnation number, when name stagnation temperature came to your mind, so first memorize that equation T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 into M square. When Mach number came, just imagine C by A. Okay. When A comes, root gamma RT. T naught by T equal to 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into M square. That is equation for stagnation temperature. So that is about stagnation temperature. Then we are moving to stagnation velocity. We don't know the derivation. Simple. Stagnation velocity is very simple. Stagnation velocity. Stagnation velocity means not C. C equal to 0 in the stagnation condition, but A. We are studying about A. We have studied A equal to root gamma RT. Root gamma RT. Therefore, A naught equal to root gamma T naught. That is the equation. Root gamma T naught. Simple. A equal to root gamma T. Therefore, A naught equal to root gamma T naught. So again, if there is a provision to take another equation, you can arrive to another equation also, because there is an R here. R is there. So just substitute for R and you will get another equation, that is A naught equal to root gamma R equal to gamma minus 1 by gamma into Cp. Cp is gamma by gamma minus 1 into R. Therefore, R equal to gamma minus 1 by gamma into Cp. So substitute for R, gamma minus 1 into gamma into Cp. Then is this gamma and this gamma get cancelled. Therefore, A naught equal to root gamma minus 1 into Cp. For R, there is a T naught itself. There is T naught then T naught. Say Cp T naught equal to H naught. Cpt is H, Cpt naught is H naught. Therefore, A naught equal to root gamma minus 1 into H naught. This is also another equation. So if A naught is given and you find out the stagnation enthalpy, you can take this equation also. If H naught is given, a stagnation enthalpy is given, and you want to find the value of A naught, that is stagnation velocity, you can also take this equation. Gamma will be a constant value. It is 1.4, 1.3. 1.4 or 1.3 will be a 100%. That's right. 1.4 and 1.3 basic problems will be asking to your first sessions. So either it is gamma 1.4 or gamma 1.3. So there are two equations for A naught. First one is gamma RT naught. That is A naught, A equal to gamma RT. Therefore, A naught equal to gamma RT naught. And when we substitute in the equation for R, we will get another equation. That is A naught equal to gamma minus 1 into root gamma minus 1 into H naught. Root gamma minus 1 into H naught. Then stagnation pressure. Stagnation pressure. We can define stagnation pressure as it is a pressure of a gas when a process or gas it is, not process, that gas itself. Stagnation pressure of a gas is a pressure of that particular gas when it is decelerated to zero velocity at zero elevation. You don't want to study or derive the equation for P naught. Just you have derived equation for T naught, right? T naught by T we had derived equation. So just P naught by P is a relation. P naught by P equal to T naught by T whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. Equation you have already studied T1 by P2 equal to T1 by T2 whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. That is the relation, thermodynamics. So just taking this relation and writing P naught by P equal to T naught by T whole raised to gamma by gamma minus 1. Or we can write 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square whole divided by gamma minus 1. T naught by T is 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square. Gamma by gamma minus 1. Stagnation pressure. And like stagnation density, same method, stagnation density. There are two equations. First is rho naught. Rho naught equal to P equal to rho RT. That is rho equal to P by RT. Rho equal to P by RT. We know the equation. Rho equal to P by RT. Therefore, rho naught equal to P naught by RT naught. Rho equal to P by RT. Therefore, rho naught equal to P naught by RT naught. This is the first equation. Or we can write a relation. Rho naught by rho equal to P naught by P whole raised to 1 by gamma. Rho naught by rho equal to P naught by P. That is rho 1 by rho 2 equal to P1 by P2 whole raised to 1 by gamma. We are using that equation here. Rho naught by rho equal to P naught by P whole raised to 1 by gamma. So when we are deriving or when we are discussing about suitable equations, you will you feel something difficulty here. But when you go into problem, you can identify that every problem is somewhat simple. 80% or 75% above will be an average result for the CFF. There is not that much difficulties for doing problem. Somewhat theory is some difficult. So stagnation density rho naught equal to P naught by rho ratio 1 by gamma. What is P naught by P? Is this. Like P naught by P is 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 into m square all raised to gamma by gamma minus 1 on gamma by gamma minus 1, therefore into 1 by gamma, and this gamma is cancelled, and the equation becomes 1 plus gamma 1 by 2 into m square all raised to 1 by gamma minus 1. That is rho naught by rho. Two equations. Anything you can take. Rho naught by rho equal to P naught by P all raised to 1 by gamma, or rho naught equal to P naught by R naught. We want to take suitable equation for the value. We have studied about stagnation temperature, stagnation enthalpy, stagnation pressure, stagnation temperature, then stagnation density, etc. etc. Everything under stagnation state. Just think about stagnation means velocity equal to 0, and whole properties are noted as naught, h naught, p naught, t naught, c naught, etc. Okay. So thereafter, we are moving to another topic called reference velocities. Reference velocities. So main velocity we are studying is velocity of sound A and velocity of fluid C. And other than that, there are suitable reference velocities we are taking to do problems. Reference velocities. So reference velocities are those velocities which you will get by dividing the flow velocity by some reference or standard velocity. When the velocity of fluid is divided by some standard or reference velocity, you will get another type of velocity. That is what reference velocity that we are doing for. We are taking that non-dimensional form. One velocity in a non-dimensional form like and we want to convert the velocity term into a non-dimensional form. We are using the reference velocities. Okay, reference velocities is taken by dividing the flow velocity by some reference of standard velocities. So main reference velocity we are using here, it is local velocity of sound. These are reference velocities itself. Other than this, we are taking another equation. Velocity of sound A, first one we are taking. Then sound velocity C. Velocities A, C. Then thereafter, stagnation velocity of sound. Stagnation velocity of sound equal to A naught. Then maximum velocity. These three we have studied earlier. Local velocity of sound A is root gamma RT. C equal to M. C equal to M into A, right? M equal to C by A. Therefore, C equal to M into A. The stagnation velocity A naught we have studied root gamma T naught. Then fourth one is maximum velocity. C max. Last one, critical velocity of fluid and sound. Critical velocity of fluid and sound. Both are same. A star equal to C star. That I will explain later. That is a critical state is there. When the increases velocity is increasing, and there is a critical state is there. At the critical state, both fluid velocity and air velocity of sound is same. And at that condition, we are any condition under throat we are representing throat or critical state we are representing as star condition. A star, C star, T star, P star, etc. Like stagnation properties, we are denoted that T naught, P naught, C naught, etc. Here we are denoting star conditions for critical state. critical velocity of fluid equal to critical velocity of sound. At that particular property, m equal to 1. Okay, at that property, m equal to 1 because at critical state, at the critical state, m equal to c star by a star. Then we know that at the critical state, a star equal to c star, then equal to 1. Mach number equal to 1 ആവുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലമാണ് at critical state and throat എന്ന് പറയും. അത് ഞാൻ അത് പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്ത് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. That m equal to c star by a star, c star equal to a star at critical condition, and m equal to 1 there. So apart from the 5 conditions, we have already studied about the first 3. And we want to study about what is maximum velocity and what is critical velocity. Maximum velocity and critical velocity. So what is maximum velocity of fluid? Maximum velocity of fluid. So we have studied about adiabatic energy equation. Adiabatic energy equation have a two forms. I think 2 terms are there, h and c square by 2, right? h1 plus c1 square by 2 equal to h2 plus c2 square by 2 is the equation for adiabatic process, energy equation. So there are 2 terms mainly related, that is h and c square by 2, that is enthalpy and kinetic energy. Enthalpy and kinetic energy. There are the 2 terms we are using here. If kinetic energy is absent, that is c square by 2 is absent, assume that c square by 2 is absent, then whole energy will be that adiabatic enthalpy value. Like the whole energy will be enthalpy value. That is when kinetic energy 0 c equal to 0 ennu artham. When kinetic energy equal to 0, c equal to 0. C equal to 0 means stagnation state. Then whole energy will be enthalpy, that is h naught. First condition. If kinetic energy is absent, there means that kinetic energy absent is a rest, stagnation state. When c equal to 0, that is stagnation state. At that state, the whole energy will be h naught. And second state is when that enthalpy value is 0. That enthalpy value is 0. Right. When enthalpy value is 0, then velocity, that c square by 2, the whole energy will be kinetic energy. Then whole energy will be kinetic energy means c equal to c max. Whole energy kinetic energy ആകുമ്പോൾ that value of c will be maximum, ഏറ്റവും maximum ആയിരിക്കും. Then h equal to 0, c equals, at that condition is known as, that condition, at that condition velocity is known as maximum velocity. So when adiabatic energy taken, but there are 2 conditions at extremes. First one is when kinetic energy equal to 0. When velocity equal to 0, then the whole energy will be enthalpy, h equal to c equal to 0, h equal to h naught. When enthalpy value equal to 0, which means temperature equal to 0. C equal to 0 means temperature equal to 0 itself. Temperature enthalpy is mutually related. When temperature equal to 0 or enthalpy equal to 0, the whole energy will be kinetic energy, then the c value will be maximum, and it is known as c max. Then c max equal to, there is an equation for c max. C max equal to root 2 h naught. Another equation. C max equal to root 2 h naught. The fluid velocity corresponding to the condition where enthalpy equal to 0 or T equal to 0 is known as C max, maximum velocity. Maximum velocity is a state of velocity where enthalpy value and temperature value equal to 0, and the property can be explained by the equation root 2 h naught. So another relation, I said that 4 to 5, 6 equations are there. C max equal to root 2 h naught. C max equal to root 2 h naught. Root 2 h naught. There is another, we can also take another equation from the, that is h naught enna paraya, h naught equal to cp t naught. H naught equal to cp t naught. When we apply that equation into C max, we will get another equation that C max equal to root 2 h naught. C max equal to root 2 cp t naught. Root 2 cp t naught. H naught equal to cp t naught. Therefore, when we are arriving to that equation, we are substituting the value for Cp, we will get another equation that root 2 Cp gamma by gamma minus 1 into R T naught. Root 2 gamma by gamma minus 1 into r t naught. Okay. Then there is a gamma r t naught value. Gamma r t naught. Root in the then we know that a naught equal to root gamma t naught, right? A naught equal to root gamma t naught. All equations are mutually related together. So either you want to derive an equation, you want to consider the whole other equations also. So here a naught equal to root gamma t naught. It is inside root nagathaladu. When we are taking a naught, we can take it outside. You can also write the equation as a naught into root 2 by gamma minus 1. Root 2 by gamma minus 1 equal to C max. This is another equation. That is C max by A naught equal to root 2 by gamma minus 1. Okay. Two equations relation to C max is C max equal to root 2 H naught. Then we are substituting the value for H naught, that is Cp T naught. And for Cp as gamma by gamma minus 1 into R, you will get another equation for Cmax as a relation. Cmax equal to A naught into root 2 by gamma minus 1, or Tmax by A naught equal to root 2 by gamma minus 1. Okay. That is all about maximum velocity. So in the next session, we can discuss about critical velocity of sound. This star or A star. Okay.